So hi there, welcome to this activity on fear. What we are going to just do, but before we just start, let me just put you forward. What is some kind of fear cycle that we really face about, right? You can be creative anyway, like you want, or it can be just a blank thing because you can do whatever you wanted. Just a simple sheet of paper would also be enough. But if you're kind of little bit creative, or if you want to spend some time doing some activity like this, I would suppose so, because you'll get a hang of loving what you do, and kind of generally it will feel beautiful. Okay, now let's get started, right? So let me just put you some kind of, so this is some kind of situation that we are in. Okay, so the first thing that what we you do is we are going to be like, yes, when the situation happens, the first thing you are doing going to happen is just the same old fear what you've been facing, right? So now what you do, according to the story and all the other things, that two steps what you can do can change your life. First is like, I want you to just do it. This is the first step that you're gonna do it. Do it anyway, no matter what. Let's see the second situation too here. Okay, I'll just take this and take another pen. Sorry, it's not the pen that I really wanted. Okay. Now, this was the first option. Now this comes the second option. Again, you will have fear here, but now what you're going to do is avoid reality. Yes, this is doing it, and like you're just going to avoid it. So this is the most important thing here. What we really do, right? We don't want to, if it is a presentation or something, we don't want to do it. We just try to avoid it. We just beg that dates not come, and we just make up some kind of all kind of excuses here. So but what do we just ultimately get out of all these things? First is you, as usual, screw up. Yes, this is going to happen. Okay, do it anyway. So what are you going to do? Here also the same thing. You may screw up or you may not screw up. Both of the things can happen in this kind of situation. But the most important thing is in option number one, when you're going to do it anyway, you know what happens here? You are going to get some kind of lesson from this. Yes. The lesson is really that you will understand. First thing is, your fears are not too big that you first imagine. Yes, that's the most big thing. Second, you're going to have some gut to do this again and again, no matter how bad it happens. So this is the thing that I wanted to do you anyway. Do it anyway, no matter what. So what happens in this cycle is, here, after learning the lesson, you are not going to be in the fear cycle once again. This is going to cut off. Now let's see what happens here. You screw up. Now here, since you avoid, you are not going to get any lesson here. So the ultimate thing that is going to happen is, this is like this cycle. When you don't read any lesson or don't get any lesson, the cycle follows again. So fear, fear cycle is really going to repeat in your life. So I kind of think you could have understood that doing it anyway will be a prime advantage in life. It's not like some kind of, you have to be courageous, you have to be bold or nothing. It's nothing. I don't want you to be like kind of like so very courage or anything else. Just try to do it anyway. Those 2 inches down into your fear can really do to yourself some kind of great help to you. Let's get over with it right now. So small exercise is like what I fear, and this is what happens if I do. So I'm going to just give you an example here, because fear is entirely different from for all the people, right? For I may fear something, you may fear some other thing, and all the other things. Let me give you an example. First is, what I fear is, I like driving, going for a long rides, but the big problem happens when I start driving is, whenever I enter an uphill or downhill, it's like my mind becoming so blank. I fear driving in hills. Yes. So what happens when I just don't do this? Big problem when I don't do this matters is like, okay, so the 2 miles, the first thing, do it anyway. Okay, so what is going to happen right now? Doing it anyway. So first is, I would screw up. Second is embarrassment. Third, you can also assume that people are going to shout at me, right? Yes. This will happen, but ultimately after a point of time, yes, I am going to try. So this is one kind of fear experience that I have. Still I have not tried, but I really wanted to try it, because I'm just waiting for the time, about this COVID situation, what happened. We're not going to go for any journey, but the next time I'm really going to do this anyhow. Now let's just give me a second example. Making a presentation. Yes, for me this kind of situation was really very awkward. The first time when I was working, it was like around some 30 to 35 people were there. The first thing I screwed up. Yes, it was very bad, but the thing is that after just 5 minutes it went pretty well. This is, I don't know whether it is luck or something. For the second presentation, it was also screwed, but I kind of really managed. Now for the third time, I really did not screw. All is yes, all is well. So this happens for every single one of us, right? It can be a presentation, or it can be anything, or whatever it is. For many others, like, I'm not just giving you an example, it can be like flying, like fear of heights. It can be like fear of rejection, or whatever stuff, whatever you want. It's true, because it's for different. So the big thing is, whatever this, I'm just going to ask you only one thing here. Do it anyway. No matter how bad it looks or how bad you can think of it, when you just start doing it anyway, you will understand that the depth of your fear is very less than what you really imagine. So take this exercise. It may look like a very kind of simple exercise anyhow, but it is kind of like a very important exercise. Take your own time in doing all this kind of stuff, because even if it's just a small journaling, just do it. So better understand the things and about the stuff, like kind of this. Okay, so I want you to break this kind of this fear cycle. Yes, this fear cycle should never be with you. It's like kind of, this is like kind of, oh god, break it. Yes. Yes, I want you to break this fear cycle no matter whatever happens. So I hope so you enjoyed this activity. Anyhow, I want to take your time and do your own kind of, it's a fun thing, right? I'll just meet you in another activity, guys. Sure. Take care.
50-50 Kobe.
Say one more time.
50-50 Kobe.
Say one more time.
50-50 Kobe.
Yes, man. You heard it, man.
You got it.
Thank you very much,
Thank
man.
you.
Brother, thank you.